Right guys, welcome back to Space Engineers with Mike. Yeah, I thought I was going absolutely mental earlier. I've ripped all this out by the way because I was trying to find out why ammo wasn't feeding to the guns. I had about 30 boxes of ammo and none of it was feeding to the guns. So I ripped all this out looking for which one of these blocks was damaged. That isn't it, by the way. This is where I'm piping into the med bay for oxygen. But yeah, it turns out if we go in the assembler, come on, anytime today, and we go to production, so it's the first time every time you first boot it up it does that. These are NATO ammo containers. These are not NATO ammo containers, even though they're the same picture. I've obviously clicked on that, ordered like 30 or 40 boxes, used up all my magnesium, and yeah, and they use a lot of magnesium as well. So yeah, I had 30 or 40 boxes of that garbage, and I haven't got the cannon for it. So yeah, that is why it wasn't feeding through. It was only when I actually took the boxes of ammo and manually tried to go and put them in the damn gun, because thinking that the whole system was balked. I was going up and down the lines of conveyor tubes, and oh yeah, we're on. I got fed up waiting for construction components. The usual story in Space Engineers. Construction components, small steel tubes and stuff. Don't think. Not even sure we've got any construction components left. Yeah, I'm gonna have to order up 100, I think. Yeah, and we'll probably be waiting all week for them as well. Damn it, I thought they were doing them before I logged out actually, but thought I was tinkering around while they were running and they'd be done by now. God damn it. But never mind, I've yeah, made a fair bit of progress. I've got the oxygen tank in. I'll show you that in a bit. Just move some of this stuff to cargo containers. Yeah, so we made a fair bit of progress, and we're almost ready for going back to combat operations, really. Won't be long. I mean, once I've fitted the radar and chin turret, we'll go out and we'll look around. I've got a feeling... Yeah, I've got a feeling this new radar mod actually might... I haven't confirmed it yet, but it might find derelicts and some of the exploration ships. If that's the case, we might find something, because I tell you what, in several hundred asteroids I have not found a damn thing. Not in this or any other world. 15 more. Then we'll put the pipe in, and then we'll put the ceiling block back up and the light. I was talking about light, while that's pumping away making things, I've changed the lighting. We now have sunlight. I've set it to a kind of, almost a sunlight kind of level. It's nice and warm, I love it. I actually like it. We're going to have some control panels in here for controlling drones and stuff. I need to put a panel over that, because I don't like exposed machinery. I mean, once I start taking my suit off and stuff, might get some dangly bits caught in that. So yeah, I've got some things to put in. I don't know how big this radar module is. Could fit it inside, I suppose. Come on, chop chop. I suppose I should start taking a look at it. Looks roughly the size of the Laser antenna. Whoa, it's big. Yeah, so there's not much chance of fitting that inside, but I don't know if it's airtight. Where I took that beacon out upstairs was where I was actually planning on... Sorry, my recording is really slow for some reason. I'm having some graphical issues, not with DirectX 11, it's my PC. It's not working well with the setup I've got. As I said, I haven't actually bothered looking at overclocking yet, and I've got plans to build a new one, or at least get my hands on a new one that's going to be better than this. So yeah, I'm going to replace that with a window at some point. Let's just get a look for the size of it. It looks like a giant beacon, doesn't it? Where can we put it? I want to jam everything onto the top. Could put it on the forward area somewhere. We've got room in there. Don't want to stick it right at the front because it gets shot off if we get in combat. Let's keep it out of the way of the guns. And this walkway is just more of a sort of... In the past I've used it as a sort of drone set down area where I could set the drone down here and then unload it and tinker with it, and it was like, instead of those bays that I'm using at the moment. I reckon we can put it, yeah, somewhere around here. Maybe sort of tucked up against the side of one of these. Just tucked away in here somewhere. Rotate it around maybe. 90 detector components. Wow, man. 50 computers, 50 motors, 275 construction components. My god, I'm going to have to queue that up and leave the game running for a while, I think. Yeah, if we can dig a bit more, if I dig a bit more iron, and then let's get working on this oxygen tank. I just want to show you what I've done in oxygen generator we need now. I'll show you what I've done in the old barrel. Now, in theory, that should have a door on the bottom. You don't need your welder in your hand, by the way. If you've got an empty hand, just press on it. Is that all 5 construction components? 2 large steel tubes, 4 motors, 5 computers. That is cheap. Cheap, cheap, cheap. And all we got to do is fill up on ice and we can hit the road. As soon as I've solved some of my ammunition problems. I noticed nobody's won a free copy of Space Engineers. My last episode I put up a competition and nobody's won it. Thought somebody would have. Yeah, maybe it was a bit of an outdated question, to be honest. Not sure if there was large steel tubes. I think there was. I know there was construction components. Let's take 10 for now. But yeah, it's probably a bit of an outdated question. I mean, my ship's called the Soup Dragon. There's also a group called the Soup Dragons, and they are named for the exact same reason my ship is named. But I thought someone would have got it. I thought someone would have guessed it. You know, there's always Google. Maybe no one wants a free copy of Space Engineers or The Long Dark. or Kerbal Space Program, or Ark. Yeah, I was certainly surprised no one wants a free copy of Ark. I would have been straight onto Google and like, give me the answer now. 4 motors. Damn it. Yeah, I'd have been screaming at Google for the answer for a free copy of Ark. That's like a cross between the Forest and Savage Lands or whatever. Dinosaurs and crafting, like, I'm getting it any day soon. I'm just waiting for some finances to kick in and it'll be mine. Yeah, so I'm going to quickly finish this up. I'll cut to when I'm done, and then we'll fly off and see what we can find. And there were resources around here. All fine and dandy and working. Should be well protected inside all that heavy armour. Very quick stop for some power there. Yes, as I said, so sorry guys, it's the recording that's lagging, it's not the actual game that's lagging for me, so to speak. Yeah, so I'll get this finished up quick. Quick. As I have my jetpack on when I go up. And then all we need to do is fill up with ice and we're done. I'll get my head out of the way. Now that should, theoretically, link everything together. As I said, that ammo fiasco sort of did teach me one thing, that this ship has got double redundancy when it comes down to... God damn it, I've forgotten already what I needed. It's probably going to be bulletproof glass and stuff. And tubes. Interior plate. No computers. Let's try that. Just motors really. Yeah, I'm looking at getting some sort of external recording. There's a guy I watch called Ravenschild and he's got external recording. I could look at that maybe. Oh, one more motor. Brilliant. Make me another 10. Right, so in theory now we'll get oxygen from the med bay if we've got ice. What we're going to do is should we have white as the interior? Is that white? It says it's white. Yeah, it's the med bay after all. We'll call it part of the med bay and make it white. components probably. Hey. Now, I know why people have multiple assemblers and that's alright. Gives us somewhere to put a light anyway. Which I'll do later because I'll need to tie it into the rest of the lights and give it the right colour. But I do like that kind of orangey lighting. Just going to get a quick bit of energy and then I'm going to go jump on the drone. See what we can go find. Quickly just whiz through some ship systems and stuff. Make sure I've got all the batteries on. Whoa. I think I just batted the invader fire loose. God damn it, I was going to grind that up anyway. Yeah, we can't use that invader fire. If I actually turn the thrusters on, it tries to fly itself, for want of a better word. Wow, I think those 2 extra gyros really give it a bit of punch there. Just want to make sure we ain't lost R2. No, he's alright. But that tiny bit of movement, where it wasn't tiny, it was quite a lot of movement. Dislodge this thing. It's got a cockpit on it, it's powered. It's no biggie, I'll just get in it, turn the thrusters on. It does look beautiful though in DirectX 11. Shame about the mod textures. We're upside down to it, yeah. So for some reason, as soon as I jumped in the cockpit, this thing looked like it lost its landing gear. No, it hasn't. It just became detached. Yeah, it's taken a right beating. One of the rockets had a go at it, so much as it's beautiful looking, because of the missing textures and the fact that I can't colour it or anything like that, I am going to scrap it. Won't be this episode, but it'll be fairly soon. I see. Thought I grouped thrusters, yeah I did. Or at least most of them. Yeah, they've lost the that little glow that they did used to have. They're just a plain white glow now. Very strange. Wow. Mining transport. I could take it with this ship. It's a real shame. As soon as I jump out the cockpit, I'm telling you, it's away. It's gone. There's another guy I watch called Marcello, and he's had exactly the same problem with the frigate that he captured. Okay. Yeah, as soon as he gonna bring it underneath. But yeah, the frigate decided to have a mind of its own. And took off after he powered it up. And this ship's got a similar problem. Oh, what? I swear to God, the ship is not going down when I want it to go down. It's like it's... Nah. Bye-bye, ship. Now, the best I can do is... just have at it myself. Yeah, it was not going where I wanted it to go, that ship, by the way. It flew itself. I mean, it looked like I was flying it, but I kind of wasn't really. It was only generally responding. It was responding to the thrusters, but it was also seemed to be flying itself. So, yeah, they're just going to keep on shooting the crap out of it until they run out of bullets. I was going to grind it down anyway. It weren't that many parts, to be honest. There's probably still some little bits of it left. Could go out and grind it up in a minute. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call it a day. I didn't quite get done what I wanted to do, which was jump on the drone and go get some resources. But yeah, we're all rigged for oxygen now. We've got the oxygen tank, we've got the oxygen generator. We're all piped up and I've double checked it. We've got some of our ammo back. Got rid of that annoying little shit limpet thing that was hanging underneath. Nice ship though it was, but with all the missing textures and... you know, I still had to hack it all up as well before I could even get it flying. It's a bit easier to do on a big ship because you can run around and do that, but with all those closely packed items I would have had to strip it right down to, well, its framework and then build it back up again. May as well build a new ship. I've got a blueprint for it if I ever need one. I do actually have the blueprint for it. And let's turn the rockets on for a minute. See if they shoot the crap out of it. Probably not because they're out of ammo, but I've got a secret stash of ammo. If I take, say, 5 of these, put them in there, should feed through to the guns, and then they should... oh yeah, I might actually have it switched off for attacking small blocks actually. Target large, small ships off. Come on, you've been wanting to bloody shoot it for ages. Now you get the chance, you don't want to know. Fickle bunch of shits. Yeah, I don't need thruster components and all that jazz. There's a few rounds of ammunition on it, I suppose. I'm so surprised them turrets didn't shoot. I wonder if that ammo didn't feed through. No, it fed through by the look of it. There's 3 in that missile turret. 8 in that missile turret. Must have been a range thing. Yeah. Oh well, that's the invader fighter that got away. Not even going to go after it. I want to do a bit more exploration and go and attack something now we've got our system sorted. I want to drill up that ice as much as I can. Iron as much as I can. And then when our ship is El Gordo with the resources and stuff, we'll move on. I can do that off camera anyway, and it won't take me long to mine up a load of stuff, 3 or 4 trips maybe. And then yeah, we're set. And we can start flying off, and I'm gonna just go back to regular pirating for a little bit. And then I'm gonna have a look at the invader mod and see there's 2 types of way we can go. There's the Federation ships. So if you want to be in the Federation, I mean, wow, look how much we turn now. Those gyros have really, really improved the turning of the ship dramatically. It will be a bit good in combat now. It was one of the drawbacks of the ship, was it was a little bit sluggish. I mean, I've doubled the amount of heavy armor that it used to have on it. It basically had a heavy armor core with light armor and like basic wall blocks all over, and due to successive times it's been hit by missiles, instead of like wall blocks and light armor, I built it back up with heavy armor. But it's added so much weight to the ship, it struggles to accelerate and turn. But yeah, we're going to be working on that. I might even add a couple more engines to the back. But yeah, we're all set now, apart from filling up with resources and getting on our way. We are done. So yeah, I'll see you guys real soon. Not very interesting patch this week from Space Engineers. It was racing maps, which some of you may like that, you know, because I remember the Minecraft crew were actually going to build themselves a racetrack at the time, and then they just kind of like half built it and forgot about it and went off and done something else, and then half built some ships and went off and done something else. So yeah, hopefully maybe we'll see some of your videos out there with racing. That'd be quite interesting. Maybe we could put some uranium on it, have little bets, I don't know. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later, alright? Bye.